Welcome, beautiful people. Joe Corbisiero here with amazing people, guests today here at Real Talk San Diego. I'm super excited. We're going to talk about unconventional people and unconventional financing as well. So, starting with the unconventional people here, we have Steve Hasani.
How you doing?
What's up, Steve? How are
good.
you? Look at him, super fresh this morning.
Oh yeah.
You got frozen.
I played my tennis this morning. So
Okay, you got frozen too, and we'll talk about that. And Clemencia Sandoval.
Good morning.
Did I say it right?
Clemencia Sandoval.
Sandoval. All right, cool. That off live there, she said she's looking for a boyfriend. Just saying.
No, I have a boyfriend. I have a husband.
Husband.
Oh, husband. That's right.
I have a boyfriend.
I apologize. Better. She's looking for a husband.
But I have a boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend looking for a husband. So this is getting entertaining. We didn't even start. So we don't just talk about real estate and mortgages. We're talking about even private lives here. So the best part of it, guys, is they were kind of nervous. They got here a half hour earlier, thinking about what are you going to ask, what we're going to talk about. Anyway, we're just breaking the ice. So for you guys watching out there on Facebook, please comment. Show your love, write comments, share, do whatever you like to do. Keep us entertained as well. We would love to answer any questions you might have. So let's dive in. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Steve, let's start with you. So Steve is a great friend. Steve is in the mortgage business, but he doesn't only do conventional loans like everybody else here in San Diego. Steve is a very, very savvy businessman that knows the inside out of the mortgage industry. Share with us what different programs you have.
Well, we do a lot of unconventional loans, meaning that it's just out of the box for self-employed people and people that don't show enough income on their taxes, mostly for self-employed people, business owners, and a lot more people that just are in between jobs and all that. For example, right now we, believe it or not, on a non-conforming loan, what that means is that for investment properties, we have a great program, stated income loan now, with just putting 25% down. And you can buy a house without disclosing your income, no tax returns, nothing. We actually leave the income blank, and you can just close in, and the rates are not that bad. I mean, we're looking around 6s and 7s.
It's not bad at all.
So, and with just 25% down.
So, guys, I know you might be thinking, stated income, is this going to have what happened back in the days? No. Back in the days, they weren't asking for down payment, right?
Exactly. Actually, this is not more of a stated income because you don't even actually put an income there.
Oh, okay.
You just leave it blank.
It's a blank income.
It's just blank income, right?
So it's a blank income.
It's easier than stated
in.
income. It's just you leave it blank.
Right, but you do need 25%.
Basically, yeah. As long as you got the 25%, and that does not need to be seasoned, meaning that it does not have to be in your bank account for more than 60 days or so, unconventional, well, a conventional way of having the assets to close.
So for my friends here in Italy that wanted to buy an investment property here in California, would that work for them? Or?
Absolutely. That would definitely work for them.
Check it out.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would
So
work
that's
for them.
awesome.
Huge.
People in Mexico, people in Europe, Italy, anywhere.
It will.
In Iran
Yes.
and whatnot.
Yep. As long as you have legal status, because they want to know if you have the legal status in the United States, you can actually technically get a loan with them.
Even if it's non-owner occupant, if it's just an investment
It's
property?
mostly non-owner occupied.
Right.
Because right now, the problem with this, with the unconventional financing is that there's a new, after the crash, the new laws actually will not allow you to do stated income loans or no income loans on an owner-occupied property. Because right now, it's kind of illegal to do so.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So this program only works for investment properties. Absolutely.
But I think it's great. I mean, especially for investors out there that they don't want to show the income, or they show the loss and they have a lot of cash or money in the bank.
Absolutely.
So that will definitely be the solution for them. That's awesome. So I want to pass the ball.
Let me touch a little bit based on the owner-occupied property
Right.
too. We do have it as long as the government is saying that as long as you can prove that this person has the income to buy the house, unconventional or conventional way, meaning unconventional. So if we show for a self-employed person 12 months of bank statements from their personal or business account, we can definitely get a loan for them. What we do is we averaged all the deposits and we divide it by 12, and that can be used as an income.
Without tax return.
And this is good for owner-occupied.
Without the
properties.
tax return?
Without tax returns.
You still need 25%.
Yes. Usually on those bank statement programs, you need to put at least 20% down.
At least 20%.
Yeah, you can't get those, FHA or
Right.
low
Right,
income thing.
right.
Those are mostly government-backed guarantees, and they want for sure to prove income.
Right.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's actually really good. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You
you
would
can
be
do
able
bank
to do
statement
that.
program. There's some banks that right now they're actually cutting that 12 months to 6 months now, and I've seen it as low as 3 months of bank statements.
Wow.
Awesome.
That
That's
is
great.
Yeah.
So Clemente, you've been in the business for how long?
3 years.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
So I did get originally licensed in 2005-06. Wasn't
Okay.
the best time. So I circled back around when the market started to pick up. I'm a San Diego native, so
Oh, you're from here.
I am.
Okay.
Yes,
Awesome.
one of the few rare unicorns.
So you know the inside out of San Diego, all
I
the little
do.
pockets, and how evolved in throughout the years as well.
Yes, I grew up in Chula Vista, then moved to Bonita, then ended up in Claremont, and then lived in Carmel Valley, came back to Claremont. So I've kind of seen several cities
Different
throughout.
areas.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. So Clemencia is part of the Dream Homes team. So we got a guest.
We got a little guest
There you
here.
go.
Beautiful
Hi.
property. Wow.
So
This is
we
awesome.
got a guest as well. Facebook Live. We got guests.
I think he heard that I was looking for a husband. So
There
he
you
like,
go.
shouted
There you
out.
go. I think you got that. So Clemente, going back
Yes.
to that. So you recently joined our team, the
Yes.
Dream Homes team.
Yes.
You've been in the business for 3 years,
Yes.
right? And what we love about you at our team, it's your mindset. We clicked right away when you
Yes.
came over. You met our team, and we seem like same type of mindset. We're super positive. We
Yes.
do. What do we do in the morning? 8:15. Tell people.
8:15 affirmation calls, and they are awesome. It's the greatest way to start your day, and hearing everybody else's just excitement, enthusiasm, it gets you started, and you just want to crush it. And you want to crush it for your
right.
team, not just for yourself, but everybody else that you're working with. So it's honestly, that was one of the key points when we spoke about joining your team.
Right.
Is when you mentioned the 8:15 affirmation call, I was like, this is perfect fit
That's
for me.
it.
This is
Yeah.
where I'm at. This is we're so in alignment. So
It's true.
Yeah.
And I love that. I mean, you say something right. It's aligning your
Yes.
behaviors.
Yes.
So that's what we do. We align the behaviors. And when we do the morning affirmations, I think it's so powerful.
It is.
When I hear, what's more powerful? I think I'm realizing that day after day. It's not, of course, when I do my affirmations, I believe in that. I put so much passion.
Yes.
But when I hear you, Ivan, Andre, Rachel, it's just like, whoa, I
Yeah.
believe in my team. I believe in myself. That's when we're done by 8:30, I'm buzzed.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't even
Totally.
need a cup.
High on life.
No, I know, it's high right. That's right. That's super cool. So would you say that your behaviors changed from the moment you started getting into this business and the way where you're at right now? What changed? What made you so successful? Because you're very successful in the business.
Thank you.
No, it's true.
I have had quite a bit of a success, and I was ready to elevate my career to another level. And I knew that I needed to implement systems and structure and be around other people that have been even more successful than I've been, because that's the only way you're going to grow. Is you have to be around other people that are even better than you. I want to be the weakest link, and because you can only go up from there. So I have had success, but joining your team, I went door knocking yesterday, and let me tell you, the last 3 years, when anybody talked about door knocking, I was like, not for me. I will never knock on a door. And I actually loved it. It was
fun, right?
It was fun, yes. And I got to talk to a couple interesting people, and I'm looking forward to putting on my schedule next week. So that's one of the ways that I've already like grown and gone outside my box being on your team. And I just know that I'm going to grow even further. I'm going to make you tons of money while I'm making myself tons of money.
So one thing I want you to correct.
Yes.
It's not my team, it's our team.
Our team.
I believe in that. I'm
Yes.
telling you, as you know, I never put myself,
It's true.
to be up here on the pedestal. I am equal.
Yes.
I never tell you go door knock and I don't do it.
No.
Yes, that was next to you.
Yes.
She had the drunken monkey right here saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I called her. I'm like, are you still waiting for me?
Yes.
She's like, yeah, I didn't even start that. Clemencia, go to a first door and start door knock. What do I say? Just tell them you sold that property. And you want
to sell your property.
I was in my car waiting
She's
for
like,
Joe.
okay. I said, breathe, go. So we got there, and it was amazing, a great result. So
Yes, great result.
you guys, agents out there, I know it's scary. This business, people have an idea about the agent that we're just sitting on our ass, basically, and we're just waiting for a commission to come in and we'll make a lot of money. That's not the case.
It is not.
We door knock. We do solicit for business. We do cold calling. You know how many times per day? You know that.
Yes.
I get FU'd on the phone and they hang up on me, or even more now that we're becoming. I don't want to say famous, but our brand is growing so
Yes.
fast. I have people hating me, sending me bad reviews on Facebook, on Yelp. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're definitely doing something right.
Yes.
On the other hand, what I'm telling you to all of you, and Clemencia, that's what I like about you. You just embraced it. You
Yes.
embraced the culture. You say, you know what, I got a door knock. Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's rock and roll.
Yes.
We met this lady yesterday. She has no TV. She's in a very difficult situation.
She's living on minimal income, retirement income.
Right.
Yeah, fixed income with no appliances, no internet. I mean, it looked like she had no life.
She makes $900 a month
Yes.
from she can barely survive.
Barely.
And she didn't know that her home is worth close to $1 million.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So she was, what? How much is my house worth? I was like, yeah, maybe. We were talking to her, and she's like, does that mean that I can sell it and buy another place with new appliances? And I'm like, yeah. This
And
is
still have money in the bank.
Exactly.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we do this not for the money. Guys, money, it's an accessory. You know what? Steve has a great relationship with money, which we're going to talk about. He has no idea that we're going to ask this. But yeah, for one thing goes to another. And money is true. It's not everything in life.
It's not.
And you can help people.
It's a tool.
Exactly.
That's
it's
it.
a tool.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we talked to that lady. You know, I got so touched by her. When
Me
we
too.
left, I'm like, wow, can you believe that?
I know.
I mean, that's like changing someone's life.
Completely.
Forever.
Quality of your life. Quality of life.
She
Yeah.
was probably, what, 70
About
something?
70,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
So no TV. She's completely detached from the reality. She has no idea. And she
Lives there alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By herself, and she's in a poor situation. I felt bad.
Yes.
So, you and I, that's why we get along and we're in the team together and we're crushing it, because we really believe in this to
Yes.
make a big difference in people's lives,
Yes.
It's not about the money. It's not about that. I think when you do what you love for a purpose
Yes.
to help others, and of course money comes. We all need money,
Yes.
right? And Steve is going to talk about money now. I can't wait.
What do you want to talk about?
We do need a purpose, and it's true.
Right.
Life is just a tool. I mean, money is just a tool. So if you're not happy and you're not living your life with purpose or intention, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you're earning. You're never going to be happy.
Exactly. So yesterday, it's so interesting. I believe metaphysics and whatnot, power of affirmations and putting things out there. Your universe is listening to you. I believe in that 100%.
Yes.
That's why we're so positive. That's why we do affirmation. Yesterday, I met a lady, listening appointment.
Okay.
This is a real fact. This lady is a metaphysics professor.
Okay.
As soon as I saw her, I'm like, you remind me of someone. And she looks like my mother.
Wow.
She's probably 74, 75. So sharp. All she kept talking about is about positive thinking, law of attraction, The Secret, the book, The Secret.
Right.
3 hours listing presentation. 3 hours. And I'm not kidding. I didn't even talk that much. She was like just was a wave of this, you know what I mean? Amazing, positive thing.
Yeah.
And I just was there sitting. I'm like, oh my God, can I give you a hug? I kept on doing that. And the end of it, she's like,
Done with work. I'm going home now.
She said to me, I interviewed 4 agents. When you got here this morning, I wasn't thinking I was going to work with you guys because I don't know you. But I'm signing the listing agreement.
You gave her the
because
goodbye.
of your mindset. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
That's the
74, this lady, she's retired. She's got over $500,000 in the bank. She has a condo paid for. She wants to buy another one. Great situation.
Yes.
Just all about the positive thinking
Absolutely.
and law of attraction.
Yep.
No,
We believe in that, don't we?
We do. Absolutely. What you put out, you get back.
Right.
Yeah.
Steve,
yes.
I'm not going to talk about his personal life and he gets frozen and stuff. But I want to kind of touch this. Steve is, you know, I thing about love about Steve is he's a broker. He knows all the inside of. Seriously, he's a master of the real estate. This guy has done so many unconventional deals, flips, and things like that, more than anyone that I know personally. So look at him. Very simple person is right here. Amazing. Seriously, you know so much about the business, the inside out. Share something about money. What is money for you? I know you didn't get prepared for this, but I'm curious. You're somebody that obviously made it in life. So you're somebody that's very successful in what you do. You're still young.
I can give it to you in 2 sentences.
Go for
What's
it.
money for me? Money is to make my life better, to do my hobbies, and better my life. It's not about the zeros in my bank account.
Okay.
That's what it is. I make enough to enjoy what I would do. What it is, I love playing tennis, I love to travel, and I love to have parties.
So it's
That's
quality.
what I do.
Quality.
That's it. That's honest to God. So you know that.
Right.
My wife and I, we entertain quite a bit.
Right.
And so it takes money to do so.
Of course.
Yes.
So his family
You know?
has a really, really great quality of life. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
I
it's
see-
just it's a quality of have it better. So it doesn't take that much to do so, but
Right.
you got to, you know,
you get it
for
work.
what I want to do for my hobbies and everything. So I have to make a certain amount, and that's my goal.
So Steve, this is something, you know who Grant Cardone is, right? Grant Cardone is a multimillionaire real estate and whatnot.
Okay.
And I want to hear this from you, okay?
Sure.
So you've been in the business for a while. He
Sure.
says something about forget about savings, forget about budgeting, make more money. Is he right?
He's right in a certain extent, but I think savings is important. Is because you don't want to keep exhausting yourself and
Right.
trying to make money and make more money and make more money and not enjoying life.
Yeah.
Because these years that you're passing on, it will never come back to you again.
Right.
So you enjoy what you want to do. Let's say you're playing tennis now, or whatever at this age, or that. Say it's a lot more enjoyable when you put it off for a later age.
Okay.
I heard a really good quote.
You know.
Plan for the future, but live for right now.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you gotta live for now.
You do. Yeah.
And I'm a very, big supporter of that.
Yeah.
So Steve, talking about making money and have a better quality of life, and kind of think about retirement, because everyone should start thinking about retirement, or how have, I should say, a steady income. Let's put it like that. Let's transfer that into real estate. Okay.
Right.
So what have you done in your life, and what would you recommend to people to do? How to invest in real estate so they're not wasting money in parties
Right.
and trips and watches and whatnot, but they actually can make serious money in the real estate.
Absolutely. So there's 2 kinds of money. So we have earned income and passive income. So when you go into so what I did was I tried to do a lot more during the time to save money, to make my money work for me, to be a passive income. For example, I started buying my first condo when I got into the business, and that, I paid off the mortgage, so it was giving me about, let's say, $1,200. So that was just every month, that was $1,200 for me to have in my bank account without me working for it. So I just kept building on top of that. So it was just, next one, it was a house, and then a 3-unit, and a 4-unit, and a 5-unit, and then we kept going from there. So I just kept building more of a real estate portfolio. So for me to be, to have a steady income, and I'm comfortable every month, so I don't have to chase after my next deal. Basically, that was my concept. And that can be done with any profession. It doesn't have to be real estate or mortgage business. You could be a doctor, and because doctors have to go to work and they have to do it, but if they have more of a portfolio of a real estate, they don't have to put in so many hours, because
Right.
they got that income coming in.
We were just talking about a friend
Absolutely.
of ours about
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Clemente, what do you think about this, about the investor? What do you recommend to people out there that they're thinking about getting their first investment property? Okay, so he's talked about the 25%. Is that what you need, a minimum of 25% to get an investment property, or can you get even less?
Right. Yes and no. You can. There's always seller carrybacks and unconventional ways of getting financing. Every deal has its own details, and it's got its quirks and crews. But corks.
See what I mean? So the guy's not talking about the mortgage, the type of mortgage out there. It's deal per deal. I mean, how many people do you know that's going to tell you something like that?
Yeah.
And it's brilliant, because we had some clients that they're lost.
Yes.
Like, well, I can't qualify FHA. I don't do this,
Right.
and I have taxes in Mexico. What do I do? You're going to do Steve,
Talk to
and
Steve.
Steve is going to figure it out.
Yeah.
I've bought properties with existing mortgages on them. So you can actually
Can
buy
you do
a
that?
property, somebody that is in default, and you can actually buy a property with their existing mortgage and servicing their own mortgage, so you don't have to qualify for
Wow.
it. So it doesn't.
Can you still do that?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
a golden nugget.
Absolutely.
You guys,
can
if
do
you
that.
hear that, you
Yep.
can get someone else's mortgage, right?
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
if they're in default, you basically pay off whatever they're in default
they're-
for. You just
Yeah. Reinstate the loan.
restate the loan.
You can reinstate for minimum of what the down payment is.
Wow.
So a lot of times you can get into. I bought a
I
property
know.
before with.
Steve is spitting some knowledge.
That's what I'm talking about. This
is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and can you transfer the deed on your name when you do that?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow. Golden nugget alert.
And the mortgage
Show
company
me.
doesn't care where the money's coming from.
As long as they get
They
paid.
will service it.
Wow.
Yes, they do have a certain clause in there
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah, I
have
heard
to
of
do on sale, but look, hardly that ever exercised.
Right.
At least I have never seen it being exercised before.
Wow. That's
There is a
amazing.
due
It
on
is.
clause in the note that if you transfer the property in a different
payable.
scheme, the mortgage is due.
Yeah.
But no,
But no, that
as long
doesn't
as you're
happen.
paying them
Right.
on time, they're okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
That's great. So, Clemencia.
Yes.
Let's say Dr. Chung is out there.
Yes.
Or then is thinking about, enlarge their real estate portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
What do you recommend?
Well, you can't go wrong buying in San Diego. So San Diego is just always going to be a market where, regardless of what happens and what people's beliefs on, where the market's going, people are always going to want to live in San Diego. It's an ideal location. So what I would recommend to Dr. Chung is to call the Dream Homes team.
That's for sure. No, but what would you recommend? To get them into a condo as an investment property? Maybe
I think
duplex?
condo,
What do you think?
yeah, a condo or duplex would be a great starting point. Absolutely, yes.
What would you look into? So Mr. Chung is going to call and say, okay, I want to start making some money in real estate. I have 50 grand.
So we would start looking for properties that, well, we'd have to see what he qualifies for. If he's
Right.
all cash, hook him up with Steve, see what he qualifies for. Start looking in the MLS for properties
See what his
that are
options are.
what his
Exactly.
options are.
Absolutely.
So we just did something with another client of ours. He almost he had just a little money down, so we made it qualify, and he was able to to get into a conventional situation. He still has positive cash flow, even if he just bought the condo with little money down. So there is opportunities like that. I feel like the rental market is getting out of control.
Getting out of control. It's housing shortage in San Diego, for
Dude,
sure.
it's
That is a
crazy.
big-
I mean, we all
And
talk.
some people think that renting is better than buying, you know, but you have to show them what the
Well,
pros and
we
cons
talked
are.
about this, right? It depends. I mean, we talked
no,
about
it does
this.
depend. I have a client right now who's purchasing their third property, and it is an investment property. They're purchasing it because they're going to remodel their home, but long term, they're going to be renting it out.
Right.
We found a smoking deal. It took months to find it. You know, we put in a lot of offers, and we finally got one accepted on a really fantastic property. And you know, the amount of money that they're going to get for it in rent is covering the mortgage plus. I
Correct.
mean, it's just such a smart investment for them.
It's more relative. I would say under $1 million, I would say yes. Buying is much better than renting. But if you go to multi-million-dollar properties, you rent, you're a lot ahead.
Yes.
I mean, even a good example is Jack Welch was the CEO of GE. He never, ever bought his own property. He owned a lot of industrial property, income properties, but he never bought because he lived in very, like San Francisco area and multi-million-dollar condos that he was renting for almost 1/3 of the price of what
Wow.
the housing. It all depends on
It's case by case
on the
scenario.
scale.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Because I've seen a lot of stuff in
Absolutely.
La Jolla too. We talked about this. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, it's-
between the HOA, the cost of the property, and the
exactly.
property tax, you end up even with 20%. Let's say on a 2 million, 2.3 million. That's a $500,000. That's a 10%. $250,000 down.
Yeah.
Your mortgage is like $12,000-13,000 a month.
Right.
But if you're in the market of below 1.5 million or so, it definitely makes sense to buy
Right.
and rent, for sure.
So perfect. So you guys watching this show again, we're breaking down some great facts here. So rent versus buying in a price range 0 to $1.5 million. 99% of the cases, we should say, it's more beneficial to you to purchase a home and take advantage of the tax benefit as well.
Absolutely. Let me touch base on that.
Yeah.
That's why it makes sense, because the government, the federal government, still allows you to deduct up to $1 million to $1.1 million of a mortgage that you have the interest income, the interest deduction for against it.
1.1 million?
1.1 million. You can deduct the whole interest up to 1.1 million from your income tax.
That's a lot.
On
That
the
is a
interest.
lot.
So that's why, because of that tax deduction, it makes a lot more sense to buy.
And I think people that purchase homes at $3, $4, $5 million, multi-million dollars.
Right.
Correct.
And it's because they need a tax break at one point. That's why they do it.
A lot of times, yeah. So I have a lot of clients that they, buy $4 million, $5 million houses. Okay, we want to borrow only $1 million.
Right.
So it's like, okay, I mean,
Yeah.
Right,
because they
right.
just to have it.
Right.
That's awesome. So Clemente, you recently started a new thing going on Facebook. Tell me a little bit about it. It's actually interesting. It's one
new thing a day. Started it about 6 weeks ago with my partner, Connie Bennett. She's an author. I had started it because I was on a countdown to my 40th birthday, and I wanted to do something cool on my 6-month countdown to my 40th birthday, so I decided I was going to do one new thing a day. I went to this new meetup group for professional women and met Connie, and she had already started doing new things, breaking out of her shell, and we just clicked and started a Facebook group. We have a website. We started a meetup. We had our first meetup event last night. It was a sunset picnic at Kate Sessions. We had about 20 people that came.
Wow.
It was awesome, and we're looking forward to our next event, which is going to be in September. And so, the one new thing a day, it doesn't have to be elaborate. It's not like a bucket list. I mean, of course, you can have things on there
Right.
that are, bucket list items like skydiving or, going to Bali. But they can be as simple as, taking a new route to work. We're looking into, there's scientific research when you're doing new things in your life. and it affects your brain chemistry. So both of us have had really positive outcomes from just attempting small little new changes every day. So it's fun. So we're trying to create a movement and connect with as many people as we can all over the world. She's an author. She's written 2 books, so she has connections all over the world. So we're excited to see where this goes.
I like that, like one
it,
new
yeah.
thing per day.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Claire, what are you gonna do? A new thing per day.
No, she's got me thinking.
Oh, right. I saw your thing. I was like, well, this is pretty cool, actually.
And it can be super simple, like changing your nail polish, taking a new route to work. I took piano lessons. I took a ballet class. I mean, I've just kind of
wow, this is pretty cool.
yeah, I've gone out of my. This is new for me too.
You
So
knocked on doors.
I know.
You
That,
knocked on
yes,
doors, there you go.
yesterday that was my one new thing. In our Facebook group, we have it's a closed group, but you can join. You just have to answer a few questions, and everybody posts their new thing. So you get support from other people in our Facebook group, and it's facebook.com, one new thing a day, and it's the number 1 new thing a day. So yeah, come join us or join the meetup as well. So we're gonna have a lot of cool events.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It
So
is.
as you can see, Clementes is not just about finding the has-been and selling real estate. She actually does one thing a day. She has a meetup group. So
Yes,
to
my
change your
sole
habit,
purpose
too.
in life is not to find a husband. That was a joke.
Clementes, no, I know. We just tried to make it
Yes.
fun.
Yes, we
so
do make
real
it fun.
talk, we'll make it fun. So Clemencia, tell
Yes.
us your phone number, how people can reach you. No, in regards to real estate or the meetup group.
Well, the good thing is I just got a Google Voice number. So my number is 858-461-9832. I am on Facebook, Clemencia Sandoval, and then my real estate page is Clemencia Sandoval SD Realtor. I'm also have a website. It's casasbyclemencia.com. And then my email is also casasbyclemencia@gmail.com.
So if you speak Spanish, you
Yes,
realize you
hablo
speak
español
Spanish.
también.
Perfect.
Soy latina.
So perfect. We got Steve here.
Uh-huh.
Steve, conventional, unconventional mortgages, anything you need, investments, you could
name
talk
it.
to him. He's the guy to talk to. You have an office in.
Pacific Beach, PB.
Okay.
And my direct line is 858-457-8525. And my email address is steveh@flfcorp.com. That's flfcorp.com. FrankLarryFrankCorp.com.
Perfect. So if you guys want to connect with our guest, or if you have any questions, you can comment still here on Facebook, or you can reach me directly. I'm Joe Corbisiero with the Dream Homes team. I had a blast today. I want to thank you all once again, and we'll connect soon. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.